Welcome to another episode of The Truth Behind Trading. This is an unedited, unscripted video of me just sitting down, and I want to be talking with you all about how to win 100% of the trades that you take. And no, this is not clickbait. This is just simply a shift in your thinking and a shift in your mindset. Now, what I mean about winning 100% of the trades is you cannot obviously go into the market and every single time you buy or sell, you buy at the bottom and sell at the top, and you profit on every single trade that you take. You're never going to profit 100% of the time. You will have losing trades. However, as traders, we need to position ourselves to win all of the time. So subconsciously, our brain perceives this as a victory. That way, it instills proper confidence and proper mental fortitude. That way we take trades in the future, we're going to be confident with it and we're going to be better prepared because subconsciously our brain has won every single trade that it has ever taken in the past. Again, just really fast, this is going to be a mental shift and a different way to approach the market with your thoughts and how you feel about your trades. So in the month of January, I'm recording this in the start of February. The month of January, I had a 59% win rate. I actually had a video breaking down my full month and my stats, but I had a 59% win rate, right? And it sucks losing. It's very frustrating, let's just say taking 2 or 3 trades in a day and losing money on those setups. Some people feel tilt where they feel like, okay, I just took 2 setups. Let me try a third one. The third one hits and they lose on it. And now they're tilted. They're like, okay, I got to make this money back. Let me just buy and I'm going to make a quick couple bucks, get out, and then I'll keep doing it until I make all my money back. They're revenge trading. They're tilting, right? This is a bad way to think. And some days, I'm not going to lie, like I could easily go on tilt if I didn't have this mindset shift that I'm going to be explaining to you all. Like I could easily. It is so easy to click that buy or sell button on my computer, and that one split-second decision can simply change everything with my account. It could simply damage my mental space, and it could simply just put me out of this game very fast in a split second by clicking the wrong button or clicking it in with not a correct approach at all. So it's very easy to do that, right? However, the point I'm trying to get here is in the month of January, I had a 59% win rate. And out of all the losing trades that I had, they were all good trades that simply did not work in my favor. Like everybody watching this, me including, like tomorrow I could take a trade that I lose, let's just say $3,000 on, but it was such a good setup that I would take it over and over and over again, that just because I just lost on it, let's just say tomorrow, is not going to stop me from taking the same trade on Tuesday. Why? Because number one, I have an edge. And number two, it's a setup that I know that works out for me, that I know I'm not going to profit 100% of the time. However, you can position yourself to win 100% of the time. And this is what I do. And this is a major mindset switch, major mindset shift. And it's helped me, and I'm confident it will help you all as well. So the way I look at the market is if I follow my system and I follow my edge and I follow my plan, I will lose on it. However, if you look at the trades that you followed your plan, that went with your strategy, and you still lost on it, you have to view it as a win. We're going to come back to that. However, the only true loss in the market, non-monetary wise, the most true loss in the market is number one, if you go against your trading plan, meaning I just bought against my rules, I just bought against my strategy, against my edge, but I bought it because I wanted to make money. I was revenge trading. I had FOMO. I wanted to make my money back. That is a losing trader mindset, and that is a true loss, not only monetary, but also based off of your data and based off of a loss mentally. You're going to lose mentally, and you're going to lose your trading account if you keep doing that. However, if you take trades with your plan, with your strategy, and you lose on it, you have to view it as a win because that is what's going to give you positive expectancy in the long run. So I personally do not look at any losing trade that I take. I look at it as a monetary loss. Okay, I had $100,000 in my account. I just lost $3,000. Okay, I lost money-wise. But I don't look at it as a mental loss, and I don't look at it as a trading loss if I take two things out of it. Number one, it was with my plan. Number two, I journaled it, and I learned a lesson out of it. So the point I'm trying to get here is I look at every trade that I take as a win because number one, I followed my plan. And number two, even though I lost on it, it was a lesson that will compound me gains in the future. I firmly believe everybody watching this, and even myself in my first 2 years, like if I didn't lose, if I didn't go on tilt, if I didn't feel frustrated, number one, I wouldn't know what it felt like. And number two, those were the best losses that I ever have taken because those losses, yes, they sucked. They gave me more of a value for a long-term goal, meaning they gave me more of a value that I learned a lesson out of it, that it completely outweighed those losses in the long term. If I blew a $3,000 account when I first traded, that was the best and the best thing that I ever did because that $3,000 loss has made me tenfold that to this day because I learned an important lesson of, let's just say, entering without a plan. So really what I'm trying to say is if you take losses, don't look at them as a loss. If you take a loss with your plan, learn something out of it because even though you lose on it, you can make light out of the situation that you're going to use that as a lesson to A, not do it again in the future, or B, it's going to give you proper structure to improve your trading. It's essentially your tuition. Everybody goes to school, right? Everybody goes, or majority of the people go down the normal conventional route of going to school. And what do you do when you go to school? You have to pay tuition. You can't learn without paying your tuition. So look at your tuition as a waste if you're not learning something from it. If you're just going to class, you're sleeping throughout the class, you're opening your book and shutting it as soon as the bell rings, right? It's the same thing in the market. If you're sitting behind your screen and not learning from it, what is the point of getting better? How do you expect to be the trader that you want to be if you're not using your tuition wisely? So use the money you gain and use the money you lost as lessons to better prepare yourself in the future. I call it putting myself in a win-win situation. So what I suggest everybody to do is put yourself in a win-win situation, meaning if you lose on a trade, you are putting yourself in the position to win if you take a lesson out of it and you learn from it. That way in the future, when you take the same setup, it will better prepare you to take a win because you learned from your previous losses. And that when you do win, that it will be the best feeling when you follow your plan and you go with it and you could just compound your account. And when you enter the market with confidence, I will just sit here and tell you there is no better feeling than waking up daily knowing you're going to control your losses when you are wrong, and when you are right, they're going to compound those gains with confidence that I could sit here for 6.5 hours and say, okay, if I don't see something, I'm not going to trade it. Or as soon as I see my setup, as soon as I see opportunity, I'm going to trade it, and I have confidence that no matter what the result or the outcome is, I'm going to take it as a win because I am putting myself in the position to trade on a win-win basis. If you can do that, I am confident you all will see a major difference in your trading. Use your tuition wisely, take lessons out of it, and the only way you're going to be able to do this is journaling your trades. So let's just relate this back to college, right? We pay tuition to go to school. We pay tuition to get into our classes. If we just sit in that class and listen to the teacher talk and not comprehend anything, then how are we going to learn? How are we going to get better? Or how are we going to get 100 on the test? If we sit behind our screens and number one, don't take any trades, don't take any wins, don't take any losses. Number one, we're not going to develop that intuition. And number two, we're not going to ever get any tuition that we're giving to the market, right? Like, I think it's vital for you to lose in order to win. Now, I don't want people here, losing their full account saying, oh, Carmine said you got to lose in order to win. It's not the point I'm trying to get here. The point I'm trying to get here is when you lose, you're controlled. But when you lose and controlled, you're learning something that loss is not going to matter in the long run because you're taking a greater lesson out of that loss than the monetary value that was taken out of your account. So that's pretty much all I could say on my end. Put yourself in a win-win situation. That way you win 100% of the time, regardless if you profit or loss in the market. If you could switch your mindset to that way, I guarantee you will journal your trades better. You will collect your database. You will know what works out for you the best. You will know what doesn't work out for you too well. You will reverse engineer it. You will scale it up, and you all will become better if you just take this seriously and put your head in the right space and letting go of your fear, letting go of your thoughts, and putting yourself in the position to win. So that's pretty much all I got. If you got any value out of this, drop a like, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Let me know if you like this format, and comment any questions that you may have. Peace.